for our communities, which is our townships and formal settlements in Amahostela, to focus largely on making sure that there's waste management. As you know, these places tend to be very filthy, and also is to deal with food insecurity within our townships and formal settlements and hostels. So that's the greening aspect. So that's a two-pronged approach that we're taking, and that's why we call them the Green Army, because everything they do has to do with sustainable living and ensuring that we've got healthier environments.
So another question, you mentioned in Teballegile Amahostela. Have you at least went to Amahostela? Like Alex, I know we've got 3 hostels by the way. So ke waya khona wabona ukuthi states uklina kuzodingakala ini mamela abantu bakline khona.
We've been visiting Amahostela where we've been engaging Nenduna. We've met with a number of ward councillors where Amahostela are. And we take a very comprehensive approach because we don't want to treat them in isolation from one another. We have an appreciation with Zonke. I mean, we met Nenduna Zonke and all of them complain about largely the same things. Issues around cleanliness, the issues around infrastructure and so forth. So we're dealing with that from our departmental side, but also the Department of Human Settlements and Infrastructure is also on board to assist with some of the infrastructural challenges that would be there. But as you know, I mean, we've got 76 hostels in the province, and all of them we are giving great priority to, especially as part of this project aid.
Okay, so I just want to quickly ask, Uguti Manje, are you getting any support from our private sectors?
Absolutely. I mean, it's been quite shocking. We came here today. We've got Coca-Cola on board. I've met with the board, which is called the PRO Alliance, and that's made up of all these entities: Coca-Cola, your Consol, your paper manufacturers, aluminium manufacturers. I mean, they sit there in this body, and all of them want to come in and see how they can assist the government, because now they have a social responsibility to ensure what, as much as they're producing the waste in the form of plastic bottles and so forth, they also have a responsibility to ensure what there's recycling that takes place. So this initiative is something that excites them, because for the longest time I think now they've not known how do they tackle especially issues around waste within our township, our informal settlements, and our hostels. So that's why they're coming on board. They're very visible, they're very present, and we are appreciative. So it's a collaborative effort, and we know that we'll see the benefit of it.
What advice would you give to your community, say Alex, right now? Because I was having a word with the Green Army, a couple of them, so I was told Uguti Manje is in I was trying to pick it up. What advice would you give to your community within the show, within the Westala?
You know, iBhayibheli cleanliness is close to godliness. So we really need to clean our environment here too. We're sitting, and I was happy with one of the NPOs, as Pumala. And the guy was saying, what, you know, our difficulty is to tell Umphakathi what we need to clean where we live. Just because things may not be going well for you, the socioeconomic standards might not be as you want them to be. You might not have umsebenzi and so forth. It does not mean you must live in an area engcolile nakhona. So part of what we're doing is to make sure is to speak to Umphakathi ukuthi let's work together. And that's why you'll see ukuthi as part of the main principles of the individuals and how we got them, asithathanga abantu abaphuma ngaphandle sithi bazoza la bazoklina Alex. Sithatha abantu abaphuma la Alex ukuthi they must be the ones that clean the environment, because you want Umphakathi naye abone ukuthi they must stand up for themselves but clean. You can't expect abantu abazophuma kude ukuthi baze bazonklinela and then it gets dirty again. So cleaning must become part of the culture of this place. And that's why within all the various areas that we've taken, whether Hostela, Nikuku and so forth,
because you understand the situation better, I'll take it that way. So MEC, it's Youth Month. Any word of advice to the youth since it's Youth Month? We ask me Youth Month abaningi. Would you say good thing June 16 abantu bangayenza i-campaign baqhubeke baclean or baqhubeke ngezindabahlezi bazenza, because angeke ngizmention some of them because you know ukwenzakala nge-June 16.
June 16 is Katsi Sogothi Sihlale, and to remember the youth that gave so much for us to be where we are. And it's unfortunate, but you know, a lot of these heritage days and days of significance, we seem to be forgetting the true meaning and what they're about. And yes, we understand what we're going to who want to celebrate, bazophuza, have a mabrai and so forth, but let's give a thought to the people that lost blood and their lives for us to be where we are. And the only way that we can really thank them is by making sure we continue to realize the type of South Africa that they fought for. And amongst those is a prosperous South Africa, which must be characterized by cleanliness, by sustainability, and ensuring that wonke umuntu is able to realize what freedom truly means.
MEC, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate having you. We wish you nothing but the best. We campaign goes and so time with Alex because this continuous thing is just
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.